Ah, Kimmy, I've been waiting for you. Come, sit here beside me for a moment. I have a few stories I think you'll find, well, both strange and beautiful.
Yes, I'm talking to you. I can tell you're the kind of person who enjoys a good story, especially one that's a little bit unusual, but warms the heart, right? These are just a few little moments I've seen that made me smile.
Now, before we start, I want you to know something important. These stories, they're not about judging anyone. Not at all. They're about celebrating those little moments that feel different, you know? Things that might seem strange at first, but when you look closer, they're actually quite beautiful. Ready to see what I mean?
All right, so first up, the wardrobe of wonders. Let's talk about some, let's just say, interesting choices in classroom fashion.
Okay, so here's the first thing I notice, the hood phenomenon. You see, in Japan, it's pretty rare for people to wear their hoods up inside, you know? Especially in a classroom. But so many of my students, well, they did, all the time. And it wasn't because they were cold or trying to be cool or anything. It was something else entirely.
And I have to be honest, it was a hilarious sight. From the back, the whole classroom looked like a secret meeting of the Jedi Council. But from the front, well, maybe a little more like Lord Voldemort. It was the secret order of wizards, all trying their absolute best to learn Japanese grammar. You just had to laugh.
But then it clicked. Just imagine, you're in a new country, trying to make sense of a new language. You're always listening so hard, so worried you'll say the wrong thing. That hood, it's not disrespectful, it's like a tiny shield, a little safe space just for you in a world that can feel pretty overwhelming. And when I realized that, it wasn't strange anymore. It was just human. And really beautiful, actually.
Okay, next one. This one always got me. Winter, but with sandals. Picture this, okay? It's cold outside, students are coming in saying, "Teacher, it's freezing." They've got on these big puffy jackets, scarves, the whole deal. But then you look down. And this is exactly it. Their top half is ready for a blizzard in Hokkaido, but their feet are on a tropical beach in Okinawa. It's like they're dressed for two completely different vacations at the same time. It was just amazing to see every single day.
But here's the thing. It's not that they're being careless. It's just a different way of thinking. The whole idea of winter shoes, that's a cultural thing, right? It's not some law of nature. For some people, the idea of buying special shoes just for a few cold months, it just doesn't even register. And that right there shows you how deep culture goes, right down to the shoes on our feet, or, well, the sandals.
All right, let's move on to our next set of stories, Journeys of a Different Logic. These are all about moments where things were, well, not wrong, just following a slightly different path.
So get this. One day, it's raining pretty hard, and one of my students walks in wearing a bright yellow helmet. Now, he didn't ride a bike or a scooter. He walked the whole way, in the rain, with a helmet on. I mean, I just had to ask.
And his reason? So simple. He just said, well, if my hair gets wet, I can't see. And you know what? He's not wrong. His logic was perfect. An umbrella keeps your body dry, sure, but a helmet, that keeps the rain out of your eyes. It was a completely different way of solving the problem, and honestly, kind of brilliant.
Okay, next story. Picture it. A big test. The room is dead silent. You can hear a pin drop. Everyone is super focused. And then one student whispers, "Oh no, I don't have an eraser." And before I can even do anything, whoosh, an eraser flies across the room. And here's the really interesting part. See, in Japan, a test is your own personal battle. You're supposed to have all your own supplies. It's about individual responsibility. But for the student who threw that eraser, the need to help a friend was just way more important than the rules. It was a beautiful, kind thing to do. It just happened to be in the middle of a very quiet exam. Okay, now for some moments that are a little more intense. This section is called When Rules and Hearts Collide. It's about exploring those times when what you're supposed to do and what you feel are two different things. This next one, this is a story I will never ever forget. I'm walking around during a test, and I see a student, and she's very clearly cheating. So I go over to take her paper away, but she just grabs it. She won't let go. And for a second, we're literally in a tug of war over this test paper, right there in the silent classroom. Eventually, I managed to get her from her. And what she said next just completely floored me. I was expecting her to be embarrassed, maybe angry at being caught, but no. She looked right at me with real tears in her eyes and said, "Teacher, that's so cruel. I'm so sad." And right then, I understood something huge.
For her, it wasn't about the rules she broke. It was about how my action made her feel. It felt like I was rejecting her as a person, not just correcting a mistake. It wasn't about her being a bad person. It was just that in her world, the emotional response comes first. It's the most important thing.
Okay, last story. And this one's about a student who was brand new. I mean, he was still trying to get the hang of hiragana, the most basic Japanese characters. And he gets a part-time job at a ramen restaurant. One day after class, he just walked up to me, didn't say a word, and handed me this piece of paper.
Just look at that. These are seriously complex kanji. I mean, this is like advanced level food poetry. This poor guy could barely write his own name, and his boss expected him to memorize things like rich miso and charred soy sauce. It's like asking someone who just learned the alphabet to read Shakespeare. It's an impossible task.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Real life doesn't care if you finish the chapter on verb conjugations. It just happens. To be in that situation, to stand in a busy kitchen with people shouting words you don't understand, that takes so much courage. I have nothing but the deepest respect for that kind of bravery.
And really, that brings me to why I wanted to tell you all this. A royal decree of courage. This is for you, Kimmy, because in every single one of these students, I see you. Please listen to me. If you're out there, in a new place, wrestling with a new language, just doing your best to get through each day, you are so much braver than you know. You really are. It's an incredible thing you're doing. You're living your own adventure every single day. So, my brave adventurer, maybe next time we meet, you'll tell me one of your own strange but beautiful stories. I would be honored to hear it. Until then, keep going. And please know that I'm always, always cheering for you.